What's up, guys? And it's your boy the Texas Gamer here, and welcome back to another Tiny Ship Stories video. Today we're talking about the USS Missouri, the battleship that ended World War II. So let's get started and jump right into the video. She was the last battleship commissioned by the U.S., a ship whose guns roared across the Pacific, Korea, and the Persian Gulf. She even hosted the surrender that ended World War II and remains one of the most famous warships in history. This is the story of the USS Missouri, BB-63. The USS Missouri was laid down in 1941 at the Brooklyn Naval Yard and launched in January 1944. She was the third of the Iowa-class battleships and the largest and most advanced battleships ever built for the U.S. Navy. At 887 feet long, with a displacement of over 58,000 tons when fully loaded, she was a floating fortress. Her main battery of 9 16-inch guns could fire shells weighing up to 2,700 pounds, over 23 miles. Yet, despite her size, she was fast, capable of 33 knots. Commissioned in June 1944, she quickly joined the Pacific Fleet, just as the United States was closing in on the victory against Japan. Missouri's first taste of action came in early 1945 during the Battle of Iwo Jima, where she provided naval gunfire support for Marines storming the beaches. Her guns shattered bunkers, airfields, and supply lines. She then joined the invasion of Okinawa, enduring kamikaze attacks as Japanese pilots tried to sink her. On April 11, 1945, a kamikaze pilot struck the ship's starboard side, causing damage but failing to cripple her. The crew even held a respectful funeral for the enemy pilot, a moment that symbolizes the humanity found even in war. But Missouri's greatest moment came on September 2nd, 1945, when she hosted the Japanese surrender ceremony in Tokyo Bay. On her deck, representatives of the Allied and Japanese governments signed the documents that officially ended World War II. From that day forward, Missouri was forever remembered as the surrender ship. With World War II over, many battleships were retired, but when the Korean War broke out in 1950, the Navy once again needed the Missouri. She provided heavy bombardment along the Korean coastline, targeting enemy troop concentrations, bridges, and even supply depots. Her massive guns delivered devastating firepower in support of the United Nations forces, earning her praise from ground troops who relied on her artillery. After Korea, the Missouri was decommissioned in 1955 and replaced into the reserve fleet. But her story wasn't over. In the 1980s, President Ronald Reagan's 600-ship Navy plan brought the battleship back. She was modernized with Tomahawk cruise missiles, Harpoon anti-ship missiles, Phalanx Sea-Whiz defenses, and advanced electronics, combining Cold War technology with her World War II firepower. In 1991, during Operation Desert Storm, the USS Missouri returned to combat. From the Persian Gulf, she launched Tomahawk cruise missiles against Iraqi targets and used her big guns to strike coastal defenses and artillery positions. For many, it was surreal to see a World War II battleship firing in a modern conflict, almost 50 years after her commissioning. After the Gulf War, battleships were finally deemed too expensive and outdated for the modern Navy. In 1992, the Missouri was decommissioned for the last time. But unlike many ships, she was preserved. Today, she rests as a museum at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, just a short distance from the USS Zona Memorial. Together, the two ships symbolize the beginning and the end of Americans' involvement in World War II. The Arizona represents the attack that brought the U.S. into the war, while the Missouri represents the surrender that ended it. The USS Missouri is more than steel and guns. She is a symbol of American strength, resolve. From Iwo Jima and Okinawa to Korea to the Persian Gulf, she fought across 5 decades. She is remembered not as the place where World War II officially ended. She is remembered most as the place where World War II officially ended. Today, millions of her visitors walk her decks and standing where history was made on September 2nd, 1945. For many, the Missouri isn't just a battleship. It is a living monument to the sacrifice of all who served. That's the incredible story of the USS Missouri, a ship whose name will never be forgotten in the test of time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe. For more naval history, let me know in the comment section down below what ship you want to see me cover next. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Before I say goodbye, I want to say we've recently hit 750 subscribers. So please, if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. It would mean very much to me if we were able to reach 1,000 before the end of the year. So thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I'll see you all next time.